So they're kind of letting stuff kind of settle in, see where he locks stuff in and where his recruitment's going. But
How
yeah,
has it been with
I'm sure
him
he'll be here.
since losing Brandon George BT, and Kevin Vickerson, obviously that he had a great relationship with, and now you've seen things kind of cool off as far as him coming up to Michigan State for the unofficials. Where do you think Michigan State stands with him overall right now?
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of change in that recruitment. Like you mentioned, you had BT, that kind of was the first one, and Marco did a really good job with that recruitment. And then even Saeed Khalif, that was a guy that he had a really strong relationship with. So yeah, there's a lot of turnover. I think Dyron's done a pretty good job staying on top of him, but I mean, it's still a lot of change. I think the bigger thing, more than change, will be though, is when you see like Oregon, Miami, and Texas A&M starting to loom a little larger, and the visits become more frequent to those schools. I mean, we've kind of seen how that works out when recruits start going to them high dollar NIL things. Because I mean, at the same point too, like he's a great player, but at some point you gotta, how much is too much in NIL for an unproven high school player? No matter what his ranking is. So if it gets to that point where the numbers get crazy, that's probably not boding well for Michigan State, because they're not going to want to spend that type of money for a high school player. That's something where you want to get the guy, and if he's successful here, then you get the dealers like This Is Sparta gives them a big deal to be their spokesperson, and that's the way it should work. Because at some point, you get some stuff to come in. Like, I'm not saying that's not a thing, but at some point, it's got to be, you get what you earn once you get here.